Time for everyone's beloved dog meat location, the Red Rocket Station, where you find the dog. A really friendly one. Now, this place does have some mole rat problems, and once you greet the dog and chat away to him, they will all pop out. Now, a lot of settlement builders hate the holes they leave, so I'm going to show you how you can basically get them to not spawn. So, first things first, the workshop located over here is pretty much ready to use after you defeat the mole rats. There's a tool chest and a weapons workbench, as well as a power armor station. A lot of players that are doing a solo run would opt for this over the likes of Sanctuary and Abernathy Farm in the nearby vicinity, because to them, this is just an easier way to, manage yourself. You can place a few containers and you can just get to work. So if you're wanting a solo experience, Red Rocket Station is the one to hit up. Now, let's talk about the lore of this one. Took some wrangling with head office, but we finally got all the tools we need to machine our own parts. No more having to pay for Corvega factory parts the next time they change the spec on a damn fastener. Just take one we got and trim the excess until it fits. That would explain all the equipment that they have out the back. That Rosa Widow in Sanctuary Hills is restoring an old classic Corvega with her son. Nice woman, pretty. Kid seems like a kind of a brat, but I guess that's the point of having her do this project with him. Anyway, she's been doing one hell of a job. I was amazed at how much her and the kid have been able to do on their own. The only reason she only came to me is because the engine is out of her depth. I'm sure we can help her out. Jim, take care of these barrels before you leave tonight. Inspectors are coming first thing in the morning. Just hide them with the others. We'll figure out a long-term solution later. Hey, if nature's going to favour us with a cave right below the shop, who am I to argue? So, have you maybe wondered exactly what's going on here? There's a cave underneath that you figure out, and you're like, where's the entrance? Well, we look. We can see through some of the logs here. They replaced brakes on a 2075 Fusion Flea Supreme. Wednesday they did a monthly service on a Voltec van. The rep is an uppity asshole, obviously talking about our particular rep, I would imagine nearby. Began working on a late model motorcycle, pre-atomic. What seemed to be simply a sticky throttle turned out to be more serious with the cables. They're almost completely degraded, will replace with platinum parts. I find these really interesting to read because I used to work in a car garage. Did reception, so I did the admin side of things, not mechanicking that much. I tried, I'm not built for it. Coolant leak in one of these new 2077 Corvega coupes. Bubble top, they don't make them like they used to. And the last one they did an atomic alternator on a 2073 Corvega. Now, if we back up, we can figure out where this cave is. So, let's head out the side here. And everything you might need is outside. The chemistry station, weapons workbench, you had the armor one. The weapons is inside. It's beautiful. But if we just walk a little further south, we have the cave that they're talking about. Let's have a little look. I think it is a really sad thing that they didn't include the cave entrance as part of the settlement, and even worse, that you can't build in here. I mean, you could just put containers and be like a bit of a mole rat person, which again would have been pretty awesome. Now, these are the pesky mole rats that you will have to deal with. So, it'll just take a few shots. Now, do be careful, this place is full of gas. And let's just say one wrong move, and you might ignite the entire place. But if we head over here, there is a little fusion reactor that we can look at once I deal with the remainder of mole rats. Pick up the fusion core before having a look at the Trashbusters Award. Mr. Benson, on behalf of the Boston Regional Office, of course for the Red Rocket franchise, I would like to congratulate you and your team on winning the 2076 Trashbusters Award for the greatest year-to-year waste reduction by a single store. Respect for the environment is an integral part of our corporate image, and we appreciate the innovative efforts in this regard. Sincerely, Gerard Phillips, Vice President of the Boston region. So again, they kind of were making things up as they went along. But the addition of a fusion core, as well as items from a duffel bag round here. Heck, we can even find the mechanic. Yes, he's still around. You might be thinking, is it really the mechanic? Well, it kind of is. Let me see, this mole rat is deciding to be a bit extra pesky. Take care of him. Yeah, this is Yield Mechanic here with his toolbox. Unsure why he came down here. Maybe he thought he could ride out the nuclear attack underground, which wouldn't have been the the stupidest idea, but all the mole rats certainly added up to a bit of a problem. Maybe this was the other guy. You can hear all the dripping and all from up above. It's amazing they had this underneath. Right, let's bounce back up and see what all you can build inside the settlement. It is a little difficult to get up to the roof, but you could possibly build your way to it, and it would be a substantial resource for you, especially having the high ground. Now, if we look around, you can see it is a rather small radius. Again, this wouldn't be used for an expansive settlement unless you had plenty of supply lines, but there are lots of trees, tires and trucks that you can salvage. So in terms of steel and wood, you probably won't be short of it when you start building here. But for the later game, in terms of farming and all, you would be best setting up further supply lines. But be sure to make use of all the space inside for your base. So if you scrap all this, you can find, as I found from my own 100% playthrough, you can fit plenty of containers, and you can use this as just a tiny base for yourself. And since containers have unlimited storage, just have at it. We can also see from the price of coolant, $113.99. Considering there was about a 2,800% inflation rate, that would make it about $4 according to the wiki. So that's pretty awesome. You got a new companion, new base, and heck, you didn't even have to deal with mole rats. Fancy that. Brilliant start to the game, and it's just across the way from Sanctuary, which I haven't discovered in this for some reason. Alright, I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.